What if one small egg could help you stay stronger, think more clearly, and move more steadily as you age? But choosing the wrong kind could quietly put your health at risk. It sounds surprising, but for millions of older adults in the US, the simple act of eating an egg each day is being reevaluated by doctors and nutrition experts. Eggs are no longer feared for their cholesterol. In fact, for many seniors, they've become a quiet hero, packed with protein to preserve muscle, choline to support memory, and vitamin D to strengthen bones. But there's a catch. Not all eggs are created equal, and some can do more harm than good if you're not paying attention. In this video, we'll explore how one smart egg a day can truly change your life, but also which 5 types of eggs older adults should avoid entirely. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, this is about helping you stay vibrant, well-fed, and safe. So if you've ever wondered whether eggs belong on your plate or which kind really supports your health, you're in the right place. Let's take this simple food and unlock its full power together. Your health deserves nothing less. 1. The power of one. Why one egg a day supports aging well. Let's start with a quiet but powerful truth. As we grow older, the body asks for more support, not flashy or complicated changes, but simple, steady nourishment that works in the background to keep us strong, alert, and mobile. That's where one egg a day can make a real difference. It may seem small, almost too ordinary to matter, but when chosen wisely, that one egg becomes a daily act of care, something that supports your muscles, memory, bones, and heart, all in one comforting bite. Eggs are often misunderstood, but science has turned the page. They're no longer seen as cholesterol villains. In fact, for older adults, they're now recognized as nutrient-dense allies. Let's look at what's inside that little shell. First, there's high-quality protein, about 6 grams in one egg. As you get older, your body doesn't process protein as efficiently, which means you need more of it just to maintain your strength. Muscles are like your body's engine, and they're key to avoiding falls, staying independent, and doing the everyday things you love without struggle. Then there's choline, a nutrient many people have never even heard of, but one that plays a critical role in keeping your brain sharp. It helps build and protect the membranes around brain cells and supports memory and learning, areas that often begin to slip with age. When you eat an egg, especially the yolk, you're feeding your brain something it deeply appreciates. Let's not forget vitamin D, which is essential for strong bones and immune support. Seniors often don't get enough vitamin D, especially if they're not spending much time in the sun. Add that to the natural drop in bone density that comes with aging, and you've got a silent threat. But eggs, particularly those labeled vitamin D enriched, can help close that gap. They also contain small amounts of calcium and phosphorus, which work alongside vitamin D to build and maintain healthy bones. And finally, there's good cholesterol, or HDL, often called the good cholesterol. Eggs help raise HDL, which supports heart health by removing bad cholesterol from the bloodstream. For older adults concerned about heart disease, this is a quiet but meaningful benefit. As always, moderation is key, but research shows that for most healthy seniors, 1 egg per day is not just safe, it's beneficial. Let me tell you about Tom, a 68-year-old retired bus driver living in Wisconsin. For most of his life, he skipped breakfast or grabbed a quick pastry with coffee. But after talking with his doctor and learning about the benefits of eggs, he started adding one to his morning routine. "It's simple," he says, "but it's helped me feel younger. I have more energy in the mornings and I'm not snacking on sugary stuff by 10 a.m. like I used to." For Tom, that one change didn't just fuel his day, it quietly improved how he felt, how he moved, and how he showed up for the things he loves. Your body has carried you through decades. It's weathered storms and celebrated victories. It deserves nourishment, not just fewer calories, but smarter ones. And one good egg, chosen and prepared well, can be one of the smartest choices you make each day. When we talk about aging well, we often think in big terms: fitness plans, medications, checkups. But sometimes it starts with something much smaller, something that fits in the palm of your hand, cracks open easily, and quietly tells your body, "I'm taking care of you today." 2. Avoid this first: cracked eggs and food poisoning risk. At first glance, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Maybe you've opened a carton at the store and found one with a tiny crack, or brought eggs home and didn't notice one was damaged until you were ready to cook. It's tempting to just shrug and toss it in the pan anyway. After all, it's just a little crack, right? But here's the truth: for older adults, that small crack can be a big danger hiding in plain sight. When the shell of an egg is broken, even slightly, it loses its protective barrier. That thin, smooth surface isn't just for show, it's a shield. It keeps bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli out. The moment it's compromised, those harmful germs can sneak in and multiply, even if the egg looks fine from the outside. Now, for a younger person with a strong immune system, the body might fight off a small dose of foodborne bacteria without too much trouble. But as we get older, our immune systems naturally become less robust. What might cause mild discomfort in someone younger could lead to serious illness, or even hospitalization for an older adult. Symptoms like nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea are more than just unpleasant. They can lead to dangerous dehydration, weakness, or complications with medications. And the risk doesn't stop there. Infections from contaminated food can linger longer and hit harder in seniors, especially those with underlying health conditions like diabetes or heart disease. A simple cracked egg isn't just a kitchen nuisance, it's a potential health hazard. Even so, the encouraging part is, this is one risk that's easy to avoid. It starts with being just a little more mindful the next time you're at the grocery store. Take a few seconds to open the egg carton and inspect each egg. If any are cracked, choose a different box. At home, handle your eggs gently. Store them in the main body of the refrigerator, not the door, where temperatures fluctuate. And if you find an egg with a crack, no matter how small, toss it. It's not worth the gamble. Think of it this way: if the shell is broken, the safety is gone. Eggs are one of nature's most complete foods, but only when they're intact. A single careless moment in the kitchen isn't just a minor mistake. It could be the difference between a healthy day and a difficult week. And while you're here, if this kind of health information feels useful, if you're the kind of person who wants to take small, smart steps to care for yourself or someone you love, this is just the beginning. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a friend or family member who cares about staying strong and well in their later years. Now, let's move on. 3. Beware of undercooked or runny eggs. There's a quiet pride in preparing your own breakfast just the way you like it, runny eggs included. It might be one of the small ways you stay independent and care for yourself. Shifting away from that can feel like an unwelcome change, especially when you've spent years fine-tuning the perfect morning plate. But here's where care and caution come in. That soft, runny texture, while delicious, can hide a real danger. Eggs that aren't fully cooked might not reach the internal temperature needed to kill harmful bacteria like Salmonella. And for older adults, that can lead to far more than a simple stomachache. As the aging process continues, our bodies become less equipped to handle foodborne illnesses. Our immune defenses naturally weaken, our digestion slows, and we often take medications that make us more vulnerable to dehydration or infections. That means the same soft egg that might only cause mild discomfort for a younger person could result in days or even weeks of serious illness for someone over 65. It's not about fear, it's about staying one step ahead. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that all eggs be cooked until both the yolk and the white are completely firm. This ensures they've reached at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit, the temperature that destroys any harmful bacteria that might be lurking inside. If you're someone who loves poached eggs over easy styles or soft yolks, this might feel like a big change. But there's a safe and satisfying alternative: pasteurized eggs. Pasteurized eggs have been gently heated just enough to kill bacteria without cooking the egg itself. That means you can still enjoy your favorite textures like soft yolks or recipes that call for raw or lightly cooked eggs without putting your health on the line. They're available at most grocery stores and labeled clearly, so they're easy to find once you know to look for them. Let's also talk about how this shift doesn't have to take away from your enjoyment of food. A well-cooked egg can still be rich, tender, and full of flavor. You can add herbs, spices, or fresh veggies to make a simple scrambled egg feel like something special. You're not just trading flavor for safety, you're investing in meals that nourish your body and protect it. And remember, food isn't just fuel, it's comfort, it's memory, it's connection. But the best comfort food is the kind that truly takes care of you, inside and out. Tom, who we met earlier, made this exact change after a mild food poisoning episode sent him to urgent care. "I didn't think twice about eating soft eggs before," he said, "but now I still enjoy eggs every day. I just make sure they're fully cooked. It's a small shift, but I feel safer and more in control." His story is a gentle reminder that we're never too old to learn new habits, and those small adjustments can make a lasting difference. So the next time you're standing over the stove, watching your eggs cook, give yourself the gift of patience. Let them firm up. Know that you're choosing not just a delicious breakfast, but a safer one. Because a safe egg is a smart egg, full of flavor and free from worry. 4. High-sodium, high-risk century eggs. Century eggs, also known as thousand-year eggs or preserved eggs, are a delicacy in many Asian cultures. If you've ever had them, you'll recognize their striking appearance: darkened whites, creamy greenish yolks, and a strong acquired flavor. These eggs are soaked in a mixture of clay, ash, and salt for several weeks or even months, preserving them through a chemical process rather than refrigeration. For many, they're a nostalgic comfort food, a link to heritage, family meals, and cultural pride. But here's the important part. While these eggs are treasured in tradition, they may not be the healthiest choice for older adults. The preservation process dramatically increases their sodium content, sometimes packing more salt than a serving of canned soup. And for seniors managing high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney issues, that's a serious concern. Too much sodium in the diet can cause fluid retention, increase blood pressure, and put added strain on both the heart and kidneys. For someone in their 60s, 70s, or beyond, that extra strain can translate to swelling in the legs, fatigue, dizziness, or even more serious complications. And because the flavor of century eggs is so strong, many people pair them with salty soy sauce or preserved rice porridge, doubling down on the sodium load without realizing it. In addition to the salt content, there's another factor worth noting. Some century eggs, especially those made with older methods or from unregulated sources, can contain traces of heavy metals like lead. While modern manufacturing has improved, imported or homemade versions may still carry risks. Lead exposure, even in small amounts, can contribute to memory problems, nerve damage, and digestive issues, all of which can be especially harmful to aging bodies already dealing with chronic health concerns. The uplifting news is that you don't have to give up the foods you love or deny your roots. It's about finding safer, heart-friendly alternatives that still nourish your sense of identity and enjoyment. If you love the umami punch of a century egg, consider crafting a fresh egg dish with herbs like chives, cilantro, or green onions to recreate that savory flavor without all the sodium. A soft scramble with garlic and low-salt tamari, for example, can give you that satisfying richness without putting pressure on your heart. What matters most is intention. By honoring tradition and making thoughtful choices, you're not letting go of your culture. You're protecting the health that allows you to continue living and sharing those traditions for years to come. So if you have a love for preserved eggs, consider this your gentle nudge. Respect tradition, but protect your heart first. You've earned the right to savor every meal, but also the right to feel strong, steady, and well. 5. Deep-fried and fertilized eggs. 2 to leave off your plate. You've probably heard the phrase, "It's not just what you eat, but how you prepare it." That's especially true when it comes to eggs. So let's talk about deep-fried eggs. Whether tucked inside a breakfast sandwich or served crispy on top of rice, they can be tempting. That golden, crunchy edge might seem like a treat, especially when paired with sausage or bacon. But what most people don't realize is that frying eggs at very high temperatures can create harmful compounds like advanced glycation end products and oxidized cholesterol, which have been linked to inflammation and heart strain. For older adults whose cardiovascular systems may already be more vulnerable, those extra stressors can quietly pile up. And when you add the cooking oil, often reused or saturated, the risks only grow. The result? A tasty indulgence that may burden your heart more than it helps your health. There's one more type of egg to mention: fertilized eggs, particularly balut. For many, this delicacy brings back warm memories of home or family. Cracking open a balut egg, warm and savory, can feel like reconnecting with heritage. But these fertilized, partially developed duck or chicken eggs can be much harder to digest, especially for older stomachs. They're often richer in fat, sometimes include bone and tissue, and pose a higher risk for foodborne illnesses, particularly when sold by street vendors or under less than ideal storage conditions. While younger bodies might bounce back from mild food poisoning, seniors are more likely to experience serious complications. A single bad egg can lead to dehydration, hospitalization, or worse. This doesn't mean you need to stop enjoying eggs or strip joy from your meals. In fact, quite the opposite. It means you have an opportunity to choose what nourishes not just your taste buds, but your well-being. Eggs prepared by boiling, baking, poaching, or scrambling can deliver all the powerful nutrients we've talked about without exposing you to avoidable risks. These gentler cooking methods help preserve the egg's protein, keep cholesterol in check, and are much easier on aging digestive systems. Take Margie, 74, from Florida, for example. For years, she started every morning with a deep-fried egg sandwich from her favorite corner cafe. "It was my comfort," she said. But when she began having bloating and fatigue, her doctor gently suggested switching things up. Now Margie makes a soft veggie scramble at home with spinach, peppers, and a touch of olive oil. "It's still warm and filling," she told us, "but it's easier on my stomach, and my doctor noticed the difference in my cholesterol after just a few months." Changes like this don't have to feel like sacrifices. They're about reclaiming control over your health while still enjoying the food you love. A fried egg might satisfy for a moment, but a well-cooked, nourishing meal supports your energy, memory, and independence for the long haul. And as always, listen to your body. If something feels heavy, causes heartburn, or leaves you sluggish, it's worth reconsidering. After everything we've explored together, From the benefits of one wholesome egg to the hidden dangers in certain types, it's clear that the choices you make in the kitchen matter more than ever. They're entirely within your control. This isn't about fear, it's about power. The power to nourish your body with foods that support your balance, memory, and independence. The power to prevent what can be prevented and ease what can be managed. Choosing one well-prepared egg a day may seem simple, even ordinary, but for many older adults, it becomes an anchor for healthier mornings, steadier energy, and a sense of calm confidence that your body is getting what it needs. If this video has opened your eyes or encouraged you to take another look at your routine, we'd love to hear from you. Are you already eating an egg a day? Was it the risk of cracked shells or the hidden salt in preserved eggs that surprised you most? Drop a comment below. We read every one. And if this message felt helpful or comforting, please like this video, subscribe for more, and share it with someone you love. A small egg might not look like much, but inside, it carries nourishment, strength, and the quiet promise of another good day. Let's make every bite count, starting now, starting with you.